Good morning, everyone, or hello, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, whatever time you're watching it. It is currently Sunday morning in the UK, nice and early, and I thought I'd just sit down really quickly. And I'm on a timer because my washing is about to finish. So when I hear that little ding, 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 sing-songy alarm, I have the Samsung washing machine. Anyone that has that knows that it sings a delightful little song, which goes on for about 18 hours. And that means my washing is done. And then that means the video will be done. So without further ado, cheers. The truffle pig is in the garden. So we should have a truffle pig free video, but you never know. He is known to escape places. So I wanted to talk about my Paper Republic Grand Voyager in pocket size in the cognac, which is now pretty much turning into a chestnut. And I like to call this the Mary Poppins bag of journals, except I've actually named this one Bukowski. I name some of my journals. More on that another time. So I just wanted to, a little love letter to my Paper Republic. If anyone has a Paper Republic, you might understand. If anyone is thinking about Paper Republic, I highly recommend them. I am not being paid. I only have about 2 followers. I bought this with my own money, and I actually bought it secondhand because for anyone who has recently watched, you know I love old things that have been loved and used and have a story. And if they're new, I give them a story. Okay, so I currently have 8 inserts in here, including the cash and card holders. Why they're called cash and card holders is a little bit of a mystery of me. Anyone who puts cash and card in there is surely crazy. But if you do, no offense, and tell me if you love it. So my first insert, which I think I've talked about, is this little, I think it's A7. It's a Rhodia. It's kind of cream ivory paper, really super, super smooth, beautiful coating, really good with fountain pen, any pen really, maybe except a Sharpie. Does Sharpie work on any paper? And I use this for to-do lists, just things I think of, usually quite boring. This is not that sensitive, but I'll just cover it just in case. Client notes, because I sometimes throw this in my bag and take it to work. I say sometimes, often. So I'm not going to flick through this, but this is the dot grid from Paper Republic. I really like their inserts. They are made in Vienna. This paper is made in Sweden. It's 80 GM, which I know a lot of people would find maybe a bit too thin. It does work on fountain pen, maybe not like a juicier, really dark ink, but I've never had a problem with it. But I tend to use gel pen anyway. This is my journal. Again, I'm not going to open it, but it's Field Notes. I love Field Notes. This is their current subscription. Dot grid, Notas de Campo, which is based on the paletas, which are delicious frozen ice lollies. And I absolutely love Field Notes. I am a huge, 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 huge fan. And I will talk about them endlessly. I'm not a hoarder of anything. Well, okay, maybe not all things, but I'm a hoarder of Field Notes. But when I say hoarder, I have a collection that I use. I don't hoard them and really precious. I love writing in them because I still keep them. So it's not like I'm using them and then they're gone. This insert is I've clipped it to the back. So I've put the Field Notes in the card and cash holder. And then I've used the La Loop, which is a pretty strong magnet, to hold that in and clip this Hobonichi weekly spring vertical, which I don't need. I sort of bought it as an experiment. I think it might have been on offer, or maybe it was on offer, but I bought it as an experiment, and to see if potentially an A6 Techo plus this could be a good alternative for my cousin for work. And it's really super cute and it's great, but this is just a bit too small for what I use my weekly in the cousin, because I use it for like quite detailed to-do lists and meetings, and this is just too narrow. But it's great for like looking the days of the week, just scribbling stuff down. So I didn't want it to go to waste, so I'm keeping it in here, and I have been using it. Yeah, so there. Another card and cash holder. In here I keep some grid post-its from Muji. They're fabulous. Again, really good paper. You can use your fountain pens on them. Commonplace, another Paper Republic insert. This one is blank, but the same specs or whatever they're called. I do find this paper maybe a little bit thinner than the grid, even though it's the same. Maybe because the printing of the dot needs to put a coating on, I don't know. But as you can see, these are all my fountain pens, and this one's really juicy. I'm actually selling this pen. I've actually sold this pen. And it does pretty well. And that's my commonplace, which is commonplacing, so it's not too sensitive. And then I have a traveler's notebook. Well, you can see that. Hopefully you can see that. If you can't see that, it's a traveler's notebook. Pocket, passport size, and this is one of from their B-side rarities, and it was a letter pad. And I love this because sometimes you just want to hand someone a scribbled down note, phone numbers from beautiful strangers. As you can see, I haven't got any of those, sadly. But it's really good for that. And you get so many that, yeah, I mean, I've used a fair few and I've still got loads. So that's it. So in terms of number of inserts, first card cash holder, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I've only got one elastic with 2 loops. So I've put the card and cash holder with the 2 Paper Republic notebooks, if you can see. And then the other notebooks I've either put in there or clipped. Yeah. And that's it. Any questions, let me know. And sip of tea. Ah, lovely cup of tea. Sorry if you could hear that massive gulp. Actually, I'm not that sorry. Any questions, let me know. And then I'm just going to decide on a pen. What do you think? These are the contenders. I do love a Muji. This is a Rotring, which is a very good, really nice mechanical pencil. And Kleiner Energel, this is a 0.4. I love it. I love 0.4. I think it's my favorite size. It's quite hard to find there in the UK, maybe not anywhere else. Cool. Thanks, everyone. Until next time.